What's up, guys? Rising Duelist, and to continue our previous segments, we're going to be talking about cards that we want to add to. I have Konobandit here, I have Chillfish here, and let's get right to this. Solid Judgment. Alright?
I don't encourage those.
I'm the all bulk out here. This is mine, not theirs. I fought hard for this one, guys. Solid Judgment at 2. Traps are going dead. Very few people are running the Solemn Brigade. No one's running Solemn Strike. Barely any people are running Solemn Warning. We need something to combat a couple of things here. We need something to stop the evenly matched. We need something to stop all those stuff. The Solemn Brigade is not going to help out with that. We need the Solemn Judgment back. Cost of half your life points, you can get anything. We need that. You know what? I know America knows it.
Vote for Jay for Konami.
I don't.
Vote for Jay for King of Games. Right?
I don't necessarily disagree.
When you put it in that sense, so it gets evenly matched, it makes sense.
Yeah, but if evenly matched gets hit, no, never.
It'll be just. All right, I'm gonna activate one thing. Judgment. Well, I can't do anything now. Bye. And then you just
Scoop.
Scoop.
It's one of the most powerful trap cards ever. I think it is probably the most powerful trap card.
I would argue
because it can stop evenly matched, which is probably the most powerful trap card right now.
It's busted.
If Konami doesn't hit evenly matched, we bring back Solemn Judgment. This is the only option.
You know what? Might as well.
You know what?
All right.
On a less controversial note.
All right, moving on from that. Artifact Moral Tech. Artifacts are dead.
Why is this card even still?
Yeah, people aren't even using
target destruction is dead.
Yeah, I know. It's non-targetable, right?
It's not. I don't think
it doesn't target. I'm pretty sure it doesn't target, which is why it was banned or put to one in the first place. But no one's even citing any of the artifacts anymore. That was really big before. No one's playing artifacts to begin with.
And if you are, you're playing like maybe Lancia. That's it.
Yeah,
that's the side. Yeah,
and it's good. I think it's good at 2 because it's an out for cards. If it doesn't target, it's an out for a lot of cards that are untargetable. Is it target?
Just destroy one face of a card.
Yeah, so like if your opponent made a masterpiece, because we still have Tree Draker Wedding Rampant, use your Moral Tech, pop it. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah,
providing that it wasn't attributed by monster.
Yeah,
but then that would make it more sense too, because if they're afraid of that, then they can actually attribute a monster for once.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I think it would do. It wouldn't do much, honestly. It
was a zing during hat, then kind of just went dead, and then started to come back with Wing Witches, that was pretty cool. But even that was started just.
Moral Tech wasn't really a big piece of that. It was usually just Scythe.
Yeah. And it would just be nice to have it too, I'd say. I'll make artifact people happy that they could have more than one.
Let's try it out.
I don't think anyone would be actually upset at this, and I think it would just make the people running artifacts happy.
I mean,
exactly.
Konami tried Honest at 2, which I thought was a lot more worse or more dangerous than Moral Tech.
Now we have it at 3, so.
So there we go. Mine is a 2-for-1 combo because you really can't bring this card to 2 without bringing back its partner. You're required to know there, hate it or love it, Insectors. I think that Hornet and Dragonfly should both come to 2. Even if the next Banlist to go right back to 1 because Oh No Too Broken, which I highly doubt.
They're both at 3 of the OCG, and they have the Link Monster right out.
You know what? Even though Hornet loops with like popping is kind of annoying, but again, kind of with the same vein as Moral Tech, destruction isn't that big of a deal anymore in Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, like
you sometimes want things in the graveyard.
Sometimes you want things pop, or you want things to go off, or everything floats now. Everything has some sort of effect. We're not playing back in like Gravekeepers where nobody, if you popped a card, it was dead. And now you're like, oh, this effect happens, or this goes off, or oh, now I can do this. And so yeah, I wanted Dragonfly just like kind of 2-for-1 combo. Bring back the old deck, bring back, and with Links too, it's not going to be that rank 3 crazy spam deck that it used to be. Or,
Oh yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
And the next card for the coming to 2, this is another card that I've seen every YouTuber talk about lately, Book of Moon.
Yeah, Book of Moon's not doing much, honestly. No one plays Book of Moon. It used to be a staple back in when I was playing 2014. I think up until then, it was a staple.
Yeah, like
everyone was
ran on one of it because it stopped big monsters.
Yeah, too many things right now can't be targeted. Book of Moon doesn't permanently put it face down, so you could flip it up next turn if they don't get rid of it, which makes the trap. What is that? The
Quaking?
Not Quaking. Well, Quaking and Floodgate, those are permanently face down, which are much better. They aren't a spell though, but still, they permanently face it. You can't link with that. If you don't get rid of that monster, you could still link with that your next turn.
And you can't target links with it.
Yeah, exactly.
So your half of the extra deck pool is completely irrelevant. But it can slow down a link player though.
It could.
Which I like it because it can provide a little bit of slow. You're playing against a Firewall OTK deck and you see them go for like one card that they know they need. You know,
right now.
Yeah, but then that's when the
and then it's
floodgate's just so much better because obviously if you're going first, you can use Book of Moon, but you know they don't have any monsters, so you set it and wait for it. In which case, floodgate's just as good. And then going second, yes, you can use it, but they already have a board set up with their links, in which case you can't use it on them.
Yeah, so I think putting it at 2 might give people an idea. Maybe we should try this out again.
Yeah.
Trying it out at 2.
I think it'd be a fun little experiment. It would bring back some diversity in the meta. We're not seeing the same thing.
Yeah, no problem with that. Yeah.
And the honorable mention for this one is Ash Blossom because
it's just.
I mean, if they're gonna put any of the hand traps at 2, might as well.
Ash should go to 2. If it went to 2, I don't think anybody would be ridiculously upset. Some people will who paid for 3, but you know, in terms of the format though, 2 is enough that you can see it, but you're not afraid of it at every waking moment. And then plus, I don't think for those of us who invested in it, I don't think the price would drop that much went to 2. It may drop like maybe $10, maybe I think. Maybe 20.
I think it just went up again.
Yeah, so like it would so the secondary market wouldn't be affected that much by it because Ash is still so universal. But then it could give a chance for players who can't afford it, like, oh, it's not $70 now I can afford
it.
There's Scorpio by Joker for magicians. At 2 is fine. It's one of those things where it's only good because of it's at 3. So you want to see it as much as possible. More often than not, they do open it because it is at 3. It itself, it's not searchable, but it searches everything in the deck. So you had to hard draw it, except for Wavering Ice, of course, and stuff like that. Things, the XC, what's the XC called?
The Stargazer?
Timegazer?
Timegazer, yeah.
You can search out Scarecrow by Joker. But in order to make that, you need 2 of your, dark spellcasters either way, so you're probably not gone into Joker yet. It's one of those things where it's just the consistency of it. So you put it at 2, you kind of see where it's at. And I'm saying this right now because once Extreme Force dropped, we're getting the Metaphors
Electro.
And oh god, Electron. That's just gonna be and I do not want to deal with the full powered magicians. I'd rather preemptively hit them now and then hit them, slaughter them after they get Electro.
And then I think with that too, it would hit them enough that it wouldn't kill the deck from playing at all. We're not hitting any of the magicians out of the core. You're
just a little bit of the consistency.
Yeah, I think. Right now, I think magicians. If you look at it, a lot hand traps kind of destroy them. Yeah. So since we're in a very heavy hand trap format, even though they are going to get Electrum, you're going to put Skull Crobat, I think that's what it's called, right? You put that at 2, it does slow it down a little bit, especially since hand traps will stop everything if people are still playing a bunch of those. Yeah. And I don't think it'll be a tier 0 deck. It would be tier 1. Would be very.
It would still be tier 1, but it wouldn't.
Just to slow it down just a bit.
Just a bit, yeah.
And again, if we're gonna get Stratos back to 1, if you look at our other video, we talked about that. And then Skull Crobat, which is a Stratos, should go to 2. Then kind of ferret things out.
Exactly, yeah.
But what do you guys think? What are some other cards you want to see at 2? Again, whether the limit you want to see at 2, whether at 3 you want to see at 2, or banned at 2 if you want to be very brave and bold. Comment below, let us know, because we'll talk to you guys back. I try at least to go through and reply back to as many comments as I can and just get some good discussion going.
Definitely, yeah.
So, that'll be it. We'll see you guys next time.